Welcome to the brutal reality of high finance. On Wall Street, we don't call it trading. We call it a war for liquidity. In that war, scalping is often marketed as a shortcut to wealth, a quick punch that lets you pull cash out of the market every single day. But if that's the mindset you bring into the arena, you're not a fighter. You're a sacrificial offering. To understand why scalping is a ticking time bomb for the retail trader, you have to strip away the promises of percentage returns and look directly at the biological, technical, and mathematical structure of the market. Imagine entering a Formula One race on a bicycle while your opponents are flying jet engines guided by supercomputers. That is the true state of scalping. Firms like Citadel, Jump Trading, and Jane Street don't burn billions of dollars a year on infrastructure for bragging rights. They do it for latency. In this world, a microsecond is the line between generational wealth and rubble. High-frequency trading algorithms don't just read your order, they smell it before it even reaches the matching engine. When you click the buy button on a personal laptop over Wi-Fi or 4G, your order has to cross a long chain of technical toll booths. Your browser, your internet provider, transcontinental fiber, your broker's servers, and only then the exchange. In those few instances, the sharks have already completed thousands of offsetting trades, pushing the best price away from you. What you receive is slippage, the first poison in a scalper's bloodstream. You aim to take 5 pips, lose 1 pip to slippage, another to fees. 40% of your potential profit evaporates before the fight even begins. Retail traders become obsessed with ultra-short timeframes, like the 1-minute chart or even second-based candles. They believe that's where the real order flow is visible. The cold truth is that on those timeframes, most price movement is just noise. Price doesn't reflect value or macro trends. It's the byproduct of liquidity hunting algorithms and internal cross orders used by institutions to balance books. When you do technical analysis on M1, you're trying to find patterns in randomness. On Wall Street, we call that seeing shapes in the clouds. You might win a few trades by luck, but probabilistically, you're betting on movements with no systemic meaning. The solo scalper is like a scrap collector on a highway, occasionally grabbing something, but most of the time standing between the wheels of giants. Now look at the math of this game. A hedge fund views risk differently than you do. They know scalping margins are too thin to tolerate error. Say you set a 5-pip take profit and a 5-pip stop loss. A 1-to-1 ratio sounds fair. But after spread and commission, the real ratio becomes 1.2 to 0.8. That forces you to win over 65% of the time just to break even. In the world of probability, maintaining that win rate over thousands of trades is unrealistic for a human. Machines can do it because they don't get tired or afraid. What about you? 10 wins in a row breed overconfidence. 3 losses in a row trigger fight or flight. That's when the math starts slaughtering the account. Every trade is a tax paid to the broker and the market. The more you trade, the faster you march toward zero. Very few people tell you that scalping destroys the brain. Biologically, scalping keeps your nervous system in a constant red alert. Your adrenal glands pump cortisol and adrenaline nonstop in response to every price tick. That mechanism evolved to escape predators, not to make complex financial decisions. After hours of staring at flickering candles, the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic and impulse control, starts to shut down. You enter a trance of trading. At that point, you're no longer following a plan. You trade to chase dopamine from wins and to numb the pain of losses. Overtrading and revenge trading are born here. In large funds, if a trader loses emotional control, the system locks the account. But you, a lone retail trader, who locks your hands when the urge to revenge trade takes over? No one. The market simply watches in silence until the balance returns to zero. You hear stories about Paul Rotter or legendary scalpers making millions. They're real. But look at the context. Multi-million-dollar hardware, direct access to order books you'll never see on retail platforms, and, most importantly, decades spent forging a steel-reinforced nervous system. A retail trader trying to copy them is like someone who just learned to drive, grabbing the wheel of a Formula One car at 300 kilometers per hour. The outcome isn't a glorious victory. It's a predictable crash. For retail traders, scalping is not an investment strategy. It's a high-fee form of gambling, where the house, from brokers to high-frequency trading firms, holds an absolute edge in both infrastructure and probability. Wall Street doesn't need to beat you. It only needs you to keep clicking the button. We don't worship the fastest trigger fingers. We worship the longest survivors. On Wall Street, speed is just a tool. Endurance is power. That's why moving from a permanently stressed scalper to a professional swing trader is not simply a matter of changing timeframes on a chart. It's a blood transfusion of mindset, where you abandon the hunt for short-term dopamine and pursue alpha, excess returns generated by skill, discipline, and time. The first shock of this transition isn't technical, it's emptiness. A scalper is conditioned to constant feedback. Every 5 minutes there's an outcome, a win or a loss, an emotional hit. When you shift to the H4 or daily time frame, you feel like an addict going through withdrawal. There are days when you open the platform, look at the chart, and close it again because there's nothing to do. No trades, no notifications, no execution sounds to soothe the ego. And here's the cold truth. Wall Street understands very well. Hedge funds don't pay traders to click buttons. They pay them to wait. A general doesn't deploy troops every day just to prove he's busy. He waits until terrain, weather, morale, and the enemy's weakness align into a moment that cannot be ignored. Swing trading forces you to make peace with boredom, because in finance, boredom often walks hand in hand with stability. If your trading still feels like an action movie, you're still standing on the casino's side of the table. The next difference is how risk is viewed. Large funds can be wrong about market direction half the time and still make money because they don't play the one-to-one game. They pursue asymmetric risk. Scalping trains you to risk 5 pips to make 5 pips, a structure so fragile that a slight increase in slippage or fees can collapse the entire system. Professional swing traders operate differently. We accept 1 unit of risk only if there's a realistic opportunity to make at least 3. With that structure, being right just 30% of the time is enough to survive, and at 50%, you're already respected on Wall Street. Tied to this philosophy is the ultimate weapon, position sizing. We don't care how many lots you trade. We ask one question only. If this trade is wrong, what percentage of your capital do you lose? Scalpers often use high leverage because their stops are tight, and a minor market twitch can wipe out the account. Swing traders do the opposite. They accept wider stops on higher timeframes, reduce leverage, and cap each trade's loss at around 1% of capital. That gives the account room to breathe through volatility instead of being suffocated by noise. When the mindset changes, vision must change with it. You can't command like a general while seeing through the eyes of an infantryman. Every move on the M1 chart is just a ripple on the ocean's surface. The real footprints of institutional money are found on the daily and weekly. Swing traders don't buy because price is moving. They buy because price is at value. At that level, market structure has formed, liquidity has been swept, impatient scalpers have been flushed out, and the macro backdrop begins to support a clear direction. When these factors converge, you're no longer guessing where price will go in the next few minutes. You're positioning around a favorable probability, one that has been validated across multiple market cycles. Trade management is where many former scalpers shoot themselves in the foot. They enter on the daily, then glue their eyes to the M5 chart, tracking every breath of price. That's psychological suicide. Lower time frames constantly generate false signals designed to scare you out before the larger narrative has time to play out. Professional discipline is brutally simple. Once analysis is done and entry, stop loss, and take profit are set, you walk away from the screen. A swing trade can take days or weeks to complete. Staring at it won't make price move faster. It only erodes your resolve. On institutional desks, manual interference without strategic justification is considered a serious breach of discipline. Your job ends the moment you click the button. True maturity arrives when you stop living and dying by a single trade and start thinking like a portfolio manager. Scalpers compress all emotion into one moment. Swing traders distribute risk across uncorrelated assets. We don't buy 2 instruments that move the same way just because they have different names. We blend currencies, gold, and indices to engineer a smooth, upward-sloping equity curve. No roller coasters. No explosive spikes followed by free falls. Wall Street isn't looking for one spectacular win and then disappearance. We seek sustainable accumulation, the only thing that allows you to survive long enough to win. At the trading desks of Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan, we don't talk about indicators. We talk about liquidity and flow. Indicators are for those who need reassurance. Liquidity is what real money actually cares about. If you truly want to transition from a scalper to a professional swing trader, you must learn to see the invisible hand shaping the market on higher time frames, where crowd emotion is distorted and capital is redistributed with cold efficiency. The core difference between an amateur and a professional lies in how they interpret volatility. A scalper sees a violent candle and reacts with fear. A professional swing trader sees the same spike and smiles because they know liquidity has just been released. Financial markets don't run on beliefs or candlestick patterns. They run on fuel. And that fuel is stop-loss orders. For an institution to enter or exit a multi-billion-dollar position, it needs massive opposing flow. No one can buy unless someone is selling, and no one sells fast enough unless they're being forced. That's why price is driven through obvious support and resistance on M15 or H1, where thousands of scalpers have placed their stops as a conditioned reflex. When those stops are triggered, they turn into market orders, creating a pool of liquidity that allows large players to execute at optimal prices. While the crowd panics over being wiped out, smart money is quietly accumulating. The lesson is simple and brutal. Don't stand where everyone else is standing. Wait until the market sweeps those zones on the daily time frame when the crowd's pain has just peaked. Scalpers often boast that they don't need to care about economic news. On higher time frames, that mindset is fatal. Technical analysis is only the map. Macroeconomics is the engine. Hedge funds don't buy the US dollar because price touched support. They buy because they understand the Fed's rate cycle, because bond yields are shifting, because global capital is rotating out of risk and into safety. As your thinking matures, you stop obsessing over hourly economic calendars and start focusing on the big themes: rates, inflation, growth. A professional swing trader doesn't need to predict every intraday fluctuation. They only need to identify the direction of large capital flows over the next several months. When macro bias aligns with price structure on the weekly chart, you're facing a high probability setup that no high frequency algorithm can distort in a few seconds. Scalping burns emotional capital at rocket speed. Every win and loss hits your mental clarity. Swing trading demands a different kind of capital: cold patience. Imagine holding a position for 2 weeks. Price moves in your favor most of the time, then suddenly pulls back and gives back part of the unrealized profit. A former scalper panics and exits to protect their emotions. A professional swing trader understands that pullbacks are the natural breathing of a trend. They don't manage trades based on how they feel in the moment. They manage them based on probabilities defined at entry. The real art lies in doing nothing. When position sizing is correct and risk is locked, the most important task is protecting emotional capital. Every obsessive chart check gives the market another chance to lure you into breaking discipline. The difference between a hobby and a profession is process. Scalpers act on impulse and volatility. Swing traders act on schedule. Every week begins with scanning assets, defining value zones on weekly and daily charts, and writing clear scenarios for each case. During the week, charts are opened only at predetermined times, just enough to manage positions or adjust strategy, then closed. Weekends aren't for counting money, they're for auditing discipline. On Wall Street, we don't celebrate rule breakers who win. We fire them. We keep those who lose small but follow process, because they're the ones who will survive long enough to win big. The final transformation doesn't come from a new tool, but from how you define yourself. You're no longer someone trading for excitement or side income. You're a capital manager. Your account is a business. Costs must stay low, margins must stay wide, and stability must outweigh emotion. When you reach this state, you understand Wall Street's greatest paradox. The less you act, the more you make. The stress of years spent scalping fades, replaced by the calm of someone who understands their edge. You no longer chase the market. You position yourself at the destination and wait for it to arrive. Many enter scalping chasing fast financial freedom, only to become slaves to flashing charts and changing numbers. They lose sleep, health, and presence in real life. Wall Street style swing trading gives you real freedom back, not the freedom to make money overnight, but the freedom of knowing your system is quietly working in the background while you're fully present outside the market. From today onward, the market hasn't changed, but the way you see it has. And the first step is simple. Delete every indicator below H1. Open a daily chart of a major asset. Mark the zones where price previously reversed with force, and wait. Your new career begins at the moment you do nothing. So what is the final truth? Financial markets were never designed to make you rich quickly. They were designed to filter out the impatient and transfer their capital to the disciplined. Scalping may give you the illusion of being a warrior, but swing trading is what turns you into an owner. Don't confuse trading more with earning more. In the glass towers of Manhattan, no one celebrates the trader with the most winning trades. Respect is reserved for the one with the most durable equity curve over years, not days. Financial freedom isn't about being able to trade from anywhere. It's about not needing to trade every single day and still getting paid. Your journey is just beginning. To break the habits of a scalper and build the mindset of a professional swing trader, you cannot do it alone. In an ocean flooded with noise and empty promises, you need a mindset laboratory. A place where strategies are stress-tested with cold logic and weak psychology is forged into hardened steel. That is exactly why Trading Mindset Lab was created. We don't teach you how to get rich overnight. We walk alongside you to decode behavioral psychology, understand why your brain betrays you at the most critical moments, build fund-grade risk management systems, turn risk into your personal competitive advantage. Forge the old wolf mindset. See the market through the eyes of a capital manager, not a gambler. It's time to stop being the prey and start learning how the hunters think. If you're ready to leave behind brutal stress and step into a world of composure and sustainable profits, join our community today. Follow Trading Mindset Lab, where elite trading mindset and discipline are built. See you on the other side of success, where only those who are patient enough and brave enough to change are allowed to stand.